and welcome to Homeschool Advice with Laura Geis. I'm Laura Geis, author of the Homeschool Toolkit and founder of HomeschoolAdviceOnline.com. Today's question says, will there ever be time for me again? I'm kind of reading in between the lines in this question, and it sounds like a mother who's on the verge of burnout. So today I thought I'd share 6 simple strategies to recharge your battery. So strategy number 1, have some time alone every day. It's great for recharging your battery. Now there are 3 ways you can get this time. You can get up earlier than your kids, you can stay up later than your kids, or you can find this time in the middle of the day. And I've tried all 3 ways, and some days I need all 3 ways. So I tend to start my day before my kids wake up. I get up, I exercise, have some quiet time doing some reading and in prayer, but that's kind of my time to charge up for the day. If you're not a morning person, maybe you want to have your time at night. And I guess I need a lot of charging because I use my time at night also, but I get a bubble bath and spend some time reading and just calming down for the night. And then sometimes in the middle of the day, I need another little extra boost of energy. And I know especially when I was pregnant with a baby and I had a lot of little kids running around, that middle of the afternoon where you just feel so tired you can't keep your eyes open, what I started doing was having a rest time every day. So I separated all my kids out into separate rooms, and if I had a baby, I waited till the baby was sleeping, separated everybody out, played some music. I had a CD and it would play for about 20 minutes, and everyone had to just be quiet for that 20 minutes and listen to the music. And when the music turned off, everyone could get out of bed. Now 9 times out of 10, I fell asleep while the music was playing, and sometimes I didn't wake up. So I learned pretty quickly to set the timer on my stove in the kitchen, and that would keep beeping and revive me, and that little bit of rest time did wonders to get me through the day. Strategy number 2, speaking about rest, you need to try to get enough sleep, and you need to try to eat well, and that's going to make you feel a lot better and give you more energy so you can get a lot done, and then you'll have more time for yourself. But I know that if you have a baby, it's very difficult to get enough sleep. Just rest when you can. Take those little cat naps when you need them. When the baby lays down, have everybody, settle down for a little bit and get rest when you can, because it'll make a huge difference in your attitude. And if you are nearing burnout, part of the problem might just be you're tired. Strategy number 3. Limit your kids' activities. I have 6 kids, and I limit their activities. They're only allowed in 1 activity per season. I know some families, their kids in the summer, they do summer swim team, and they play on the baseball team, and they're on a running team. That's just too much for me. I'm running around constantly. I'm never getting to spend any time at home. We're never having family meals together. So I really try to limit the number of activities that my kids are in, or even better still, put your kids in an activity they can all participate in together at the same time, so it's not so many trips in and out of the house. But that should give you a little extra time. Strategy number 4 is to do something you enjoy. Can you remember back before you had kids? What were some of the things you liked to do just because you enjoyed doing those things? I know for me, on Monday nights, I used to travel to this little ceramics studio a few miles from my house, and I would spend 2 hours painting on ceramics. It was just calming for me. I love to do it, and I got some neat little things to decorate my house with in the process. Well, I don't have time to spend 2 hours every week working on ceramics now, but my library had a painting class not too long ago. It lasted 12 weeks. It was 1 hour a week. A couple of my daughters did it with me, and it let me have that creative outlet again, which just really energizes you when you can do something that you enjoy. Another thing I enjoy is singing. I don't have time to participate in a church choir where we have rehearsals every week. and I'm busy in another ministry at church on Sunday mornings, so that doesn't fit in my schedule. And it might have before I had kids, but I'm just too busy right now. But my town has an ecumenical choir that gets together right before Easter, and we sing for 1 hour a week for, from January until whenever Easter hits that year. And that's something I can do, and some of my kids actually do that with me. So that's something I enjoy, and I found a way to add it into my schedule. So think about, what were some of those things that you enjoyed doing before you had kids, and is there a way you can incorporate those things back into your life, maybe in smaller doses, but can you get a little of that so you have some time for yourself just to enjoy doing something. Strategy number 5 is find a mother's helper. I know when my kids were small and I didn't have a baby, I often got some help from maybe a little girl at church. Normally it would be someone between the ages of 11 and 13, and they were all excited about learning to babysit, and they wanted to get some experience, so they would ask me, could I babysit for you sometime? And I would say, sure. And so they'd come over 1 or 2 afternoons a week after school, and I didn't even go anywhere. They just entertained the kids while I did something I wanted to do. I might throw in an exercise video or clean out the refrigerator or whatever it was I was wanting to do. That was my time that I could do it because I had a helper. And if you might have some helpers built into your family, some older kids, and I always paid my helpers. And if I asked my kids to do something special like that to give me some extra time, I might offer to pay them for that too. Now I don't, if I'm working on fixing the meal and I just ask them to hold the baby for a couple minutes, I don't pay them for that. But if you need some special downtime, you might offer a little payment to your mother's helper. And finally, strategy number 6 is schedule a fluff night. And I've talked about a fluff night before in another video, but a fluff night is a night when you can just kick back and do something that you want to do, no worries. Mine used to be Saturday night. My husband would take care of the dinner dishes. He'd give the kids their baths, put them to bed, and I had 2 hours. I could do anything I wanted. I could give myself a manicure or watch my favorite television show or read a magazine, whatever it was I wanted to do. So as I was having a stressful day, a stressful week, I always knew I had Saturday night to look forward to. I had a little downtime to look forward to, and that got me through so many tough weeks. So see if you could schedule yourself a little, what I call, fluff time throughout your week, and that might give you a little more time for yourself. Now, if you'd like some more time management strategies, check out my book, The Homeschool Toolkit. And if you haven't already, log on to www.homeschooladviceonline.com and download your free homeschool planner. That can go a long way in helping you get those lesson plans done in a record time, so you'll have more time for yourself. I'll talk to you next time.